So, how much of your audience can you actually reach easily? Oftentimes, I look at a project and it's more than I think. It is actually significantly easier now than it has been at any point in the past to reach a lot of your audience, as long as you don't assume who that audience is. It's also important to reach them frequently with the right kind of message. My belief is that social, mobile and location-based services, now, if you were wondering 2 or 3 years ago whether to get into social media, location and mobile is like that now. It's like if you're wondering whether to get in, stop wondering and just get into it, because it's going to be generating a lot of data for you. On a recent movie that we ran, I created 1,000 different adverts and optimized them. I've got software. If you want to come and talk to me about it later, it's not my software, but some of the tools that we use allowed us to create 1,000 different permutations of adverts and get an insane click-through rate. I spent about $5,000 over 2 weeks. So you can see at the top on our, there's an ad campaign for the movie. We were hitting over 2 million people a day for a period of about a week. And that was generating likes to our page, insights, tracking. They were sharing it with their friends. All of this information we then fed back into the loop to find out where people were sharing and making offers to them in different ways. It used to be that it was one-to-one. It was a personal, bilateral relationship, and communication went from one person to another. Or it was one-to-many. It was a broadcaster. It was the radio. It was the TV. It was the newspaper. We now have this many-to-many relationship that generates and throws off so much information. It bugs me that people don't share enough. In the oil industry, in the pharmaceutical industry, people share data, and they've got huge industries. In the entertainment sector, in the tourism sector, in the retail sector, people don't share data. Collaboration, it provides a wider data set and more knowledge. We've got our customers, we're going to segment our customers, we've learned how to communicate with them. Next step is to get them, they're sharing stuff, they're amplifying on social media, and you need to be able to reward them in some way. So you've got this, this catch of fish in, you've caught your audience. They may come back, they may not come back. They might buy now, they might buy next week, they might buy in 3 years' time. You don't know, but you need to keep communicating with them. So in the US, and again, this is another shared data experience showing that there's no such thing as an average consumer. Symphony's lost 55% of their customers each year. The churn amongst first-time attendees was 91%. So the idea, it wasn't to reduce churn, it was to convert trialists to become long-term users of the orchestra. So they did a study. How are they going to do this? They surveyed all their customers, and they looked at whether it was all the different things that might affect that audience. The single biggest driver of whether someone would return was how easy it was to park. I kid you not. So once they fixed the parking issue, they could then work on the rest of it. So what they did do was they worked out that they had to make different offers to different types of consumers to reduce the objections. So they got rid of no refunds, no exchanges to get more trialists to come back. They kind of developed a series of these killer offers, and they saw a response rate of over 35% higher than the traditional offers that they were making across all these orchestras. The Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra had its summer pop season, and they tried 2 choices, and the killer offer won out by a factor of 20 to 1 in terms of bookings. So they paid a little bit of attention to what they believed these new audiences wanted and how to get them to come back, and it really did work. And you can only do that using there's a wealth of data and tools available to you. I hope that I've been able to demonstrate a little bit of an overview of the things that I've seen that have worked within the entertainment and the kind of the tourism kind of sector. So thank you very much.